What is up, everybody? Trenton here with SoundlinkTV, hanging out with Matt from MyChildrenMyBride. Just played here at the Radio Room in Greenville, South Carolina. Kind of coming to the end of this tour and everything. So, what's it like being back? What's this tour been like being back on the road and everything?
It has been a dream come true. I don't know how to explain it. It would take a long time to properly explain how it all came about. But like, essentially, I got told, "Hey, get in this van and let's do it." So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm here. This tour has been nothing but amazing hangout sessions and good times, and it's like the good old days of like calling your friends up and let's tour, and like try to do small rooms, like stages, sometimes like floor shows, whatever we did, and it's been really good.
Yeah, you have some really good bands along for the ride. Greenville's very own Your Spirit Dies, and No Cure played tonight. I've heard Extortionists couldn't make it out. They had some issues and stuff, unfortunately, but yeah, so it's been a lot of hangs. I mean, tonight was just absolutely wild, especially, for the local bands, including, for you guys too. So coming, seeing these smaller scenes and stuff and experiencing them as somebody who's probably played the world and other states and stuff, what's that like coming to these smaller scenes and just seeing, the hardcore scene and all that?
I mean, to be transparent, like there's definitely been some not so great shows in smaller cities, like in places we've never played in 20 years, But to come here, I don't know, we've played close by and stuff in South Carolina. Like the Southeast has always been so good to MyChildrenMyBride. But to come here for the first time in actual Greenville and it be like that, I mean, all praise to Your Spirit Dies. Like, it was absolutely insane tonight. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's very rare, we do interviews after a show, so it's kind of cool to like reflect on what happened for you guys, up there and stuff. So, the band's been around for quite some time and kind of, have its moments and then kind of goes away. So, what is it, is it just when you get the creative spark to get it going? Or, I've seen your Twitch streams as well, doing the art stuff. So, what's it, like up for you these days, I guess, with the band and other things you're involved with?
So technically, MyChildrenMyBride is two members. It is Robert Bloomfield and it is Matthew Hasting. And him and I made a pact, I guess you could say, a long time ago that we weren't going to break up. Like, we made the decision that this band and whatever it's doing and however it does it and whoever is playing with us, like, it can go on as long as I'm playing in it or Robert's playing it or we're both playing it, So we didn't want to do a final tour and then come back a year later, like all these bands and stuff. No shade to anybody, but, like, that just wasn't how we wanted to do it. We kind of always thought of things differently and done things differently than other people. And yeah, with that being said, like, I don't know what's next for MCMB. I don't know when we're touring again. I don't know when new music might come out. I want both of those things, but it's not as easy as it used to be, where there's 5 guys all stoked, all on the same page, making and writing and touring all the time. It's just a lot different now. We're older, families, jobs, and everything else in between that comes with like being able to leave home and like do the touring thing. But yeah, I want to do it. I want to do more, so hopefully get to do it.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, Headshot's sort of like the fun song people like, but as far as like the actual songs you guys have out, people still singing those words that you wrote a long time ago and meaning something.
Crazy.
Yeah, like just reflecting back on that, you saw it tonight. What are those moments like? Being at the stage of your career.
It still blows me away. Like, speaking of Headshot, like that's so funny that song was like. Literally when we recorded Unbreakable in like 2007, 2008, like that was the last song that I needed to do lyrics for, and I came to the guys and I was like, hey, do you guys have any like ideas or ideologies or whatever, like things to write a song about, because I've kind of exhausted my ideas, and they were like, just write a song about Halo, so literally 30 minutes later I was singing Headshot, and it's like, it's so funny that the song we didn't try and I didn't like spill my heart out or anything like that. I mean, almost 15 years later, and it's still making people happy. So, I mean, I'm just happy that, people listen to us still and come hang out and make tonight like it was.
Yeah, you guys were kind of early to the whole, I guess you want to call, viral thing with, I believe it's Shane Dawson you guys did that video with?
Mitchell.
Mitchell Davis. Mitchell Davis, yeah. All those guys run together. And then Smosh back then was doing stuff like I Set My Friends on Fire and that kind of thing. So, But now you go on TikTok, you on YouTube, that's all it is like these viral meme things that people, so, kind of seeing how it is now and then like being kind of like I guess at the edge of that getting started, what was that experience like for, for you guys getting more, I guess, looked at it, maybe, if that's the right word, because
Yeah.
that video did really well for you guys, probably
Yeah,
more than
so,
without it.
I mean, honestly, like, it started probably with MySpace. Like, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but I became like a person on MySpace that a lot of people added as a friend. I didn't add people, like they all added me, and then eventually I became part of an algorithm where I just was already on people's friends list, so it just exponentially grew, and hundreds of thousands of people were my friend on there. And that anytime on MySpace you'd post a bulletin and a million people would see it. So like that rolling into Mitchell Davis doing a you're good. That running into Mitchell Davis could have picked any band, and he just randomly picked us and compared us to Usher and was like, hey, Usher has a cologne. It's like, why don't bands like MyChildrenMyBride have a cologne?
Good question.
So what's crazy is after that happened, I became friends with him. For our second record, Lost Boys, the pre-order item was actually a physical cologne.
Nice.
Like we made it real. We made his viral video like a real thing. We had to try out all these samples, and we made little packaging and everything, and filmed a music video for On Wings of Integrity. That was like the answer to his video. And anyways, he joined us for that, and it was really cool. So like being at the forefront of that, I mean, it all led into whatever MCMB is today. So
Yeah, so you may not know where the band's going next, but like I said, you do the art stuff on Twitch,
Yeah.
So what are you doing, creatively without the band these days?
So like, I'm trying to, how would I explain? I guess art, like as far as like painting and drawing, has always been a passion of mine, and it was something throughout middle school and high school that I pursued. And one day, one of my art teachers, she was like, let's build your college portfolio. She's like, are you thinking about, pursuing college because you have what it takes, to be an artist, as a career? And I was like, I don't think I want to do that. I think I have this band, and it's really cool, and I'm loving that side of art versus like physical paintings and stuff. And she was like, if that's even in, a chance that something like that could be successful for you, then you should do that instead, because college will always be there if you want to go, and you already have the knowledge and the skill as an artist, like so you can always come back to that. So, and I literally, that defined like a part of my life. Like that conversation with her pushed me to really take the whole band thing serious in high school. And yeah, so with that being said, sorry, eventually my little brother got really into art. It was kind of like shadowing me throughout high school. I had all the same teachers, and they remembered me, and then him, and he's a way better artist than I am. But his passion for it and him pursuing it when I kind of stepped away from it, it almost like reignited that spark with me. And then just, I guess it's been like 10 or so years, I've just really kind of slowly been like getting more and more into it. And yeah, and now when I'm not touring or not playing shows, you can find me on Twitch or Instagram, like drawing and painting and just hanging out, listening to music or whatever like that.
Have you dabbled in the AI stuff any?
No, I haven't. I am heavily against AI artwork, so yeah.
All right, Matt. Well, thanks for talking to us today. It was great watching you guys again for I think maybe since the Haste the Day Farewell tour I saw you guys. So it's been a while. Couldn't make it to Furnace Fest yet or anything, but it was good seeing you guys again, and we'll be around when you guys are. So thanks.
Thank you.
All right.
So much.
Thank you.